श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारी। बरनउँ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फल चारी। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवारी सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन बिराज सुभेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा बिराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई। सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिगपाल चाहते कभी कौबिद कही सके कहते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाए राजपत दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्त्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु। प्रभु मोत्रिका मैली मुख माहि जलधि लागी गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरण तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज सवारो आपे तीनों लोक हाकते कापे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता अस पर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हरे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हरे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरहि हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करहि। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूटहि बंधि महासुख होय। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साकी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय बहडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसो सुर भूप सियावर, रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। बोलो रे भाई सब संतन की जय। संकट मोचन हनुमान अष्टकम। बाल सबे रवि भक्ष लियो, तब तीनों लोक भयो अधियारो। बाल सबे रवि भक्ष लियो, तब तीनों लोक भयो अधियारो। ताहि सो त्रास भयो जग को, यह संकट काहू सो जात न टारो। ताहि सो त्रास भयो जग को, यह संकट काहू सो जात न टारो। देवन आदि करी बिनती, देवन आदि करी बिनती, तब छाड़ी दियो रवि कष्ट निवारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। बंधु समेत जबे अहि रावण, बाली की त्रास कपीस बसे, गिरि जात महाप्रभु पत निहारो। चौकी महामुनि शाप दियो, तब चाहिए कौन विचार विचारो। चौकी महामुनि शाप दियो, तब चाहिए कौन विचार विचारो। क्वे तेज रूप लेवाए महाप्रभु, क्वे तेज रूप लेवाए महाप्रभु, सो तुम दास के शोक निवारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। अंगद के सगले न गए सब, अंगद के सगले न गए, सिया खोज कपीस ये बैन उचारो। जीविती ना बचियो हम सब, जो बिना सुधी लाए इहा पगुदारो। जीविती ना बचियो हम सो, जो बिना सुधी लाए इहा पगुदारो। हेरी टटे तप सिद्धू सबे तब, हेरी टके टट सिद्धू सबे तब, लाए सिया सुधी प्राण उबारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। रावण त्रास दहि सिय को, रावण त्रास दहि सिय को, सब राक्षसी सो कहे शोक निवारो। ताहि सवे हनुमान महाप्रभु, जाए महारज निचर मारो। ताहि सवे हनुमान महाप्रभु, जाए महारज निचर मारो। चाहत सिए अशोक सुहागी, चाहत सिए अशोक सुहागी, सुधे प्रभु मुद्रिका शोक निवारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। बाण लग्यो उर लक्ष्मण के, बाण लग्यो उर लक्ष्मण के, तब प्राण तजे सुत रावण मार्यो। ले ग्रहा वेद सुषेण समेत, तबे गिरि द्रोण सुबीर उपारो। ले ग्रहा वेद सुषेण समेत, तबे गिरि द्रोण सुबीर उपारो। आदि सजीवन हाथ दही तब, आदि सजीवन हाथ दही तब, लक्ष्मण के तुम प्राण उबारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। रावण युद्ध अजान कियो, रावण युद्ध अजान कियो, तब नाग की फांस सबे सिर डारो। श्री रघुनाथ समेत सबे दल, मोह भयो यह संकट भारो। श्री रघुनाथ समेत सबे दल, मोह भयो यह संकट भारो। आदि खगेश तबे हनुमान, आदि खगेश तबे हनुमान, जो बंधन काठी सूत्रास निवारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। बंधु समेत जब अहि रावण, बंधु समेत जब अहि रावण ले रघुनाथ पाताल सिधारो। देवी ही पूजी बलि वेदी सुबल देहु सबे मिली मंत्र विचारो। देवी ही पूजी बलि विधि सो बल देहु सबे मिली मंत्र विचारो। जाय सहाय भयो तब ही, जाय सहाय भयो तब ही अहि रावण सैन्य समेत संघारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। काज किए बड़ देवन के, काज किए बड़ देवन के तुम वीर महाप्रभु देखी बेचारो। कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को जो तुम सो नहीं जात है टारो। बोलो कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को जो तुम सो नहीं जात है टारो। कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को जो तुम सो नहीं जात है टारो। काज किए बड़ देवन के, काज किए बड़ देवन के तुम वीर महाप्रभु देखी बेचारो। कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को जो तुम सो नहीं जात है टारो। कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को जो प्रभु तुम सो नहीं जात है टारो। लाल देह लाली लसे अरुधरी लाल लगूर। वज्र देह दानव दलर जय 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 कपिसूर। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। राधे कृष्ण की ज्योत अलौकिक तीनों लोक में छाए रही है। राधे कृष्ण की ज्योत अलौकिक तीनों लोक में छाए रही है। भक्ति विवश एक प्रेम पुजारिन फिर भी दीप जलाए रही है। भक्ति विवश एक प्रेम पुजारिन फिर भी दीप जलाए रही है। कृष्ण को गोकुल से राधे को, कृष्ण को गोकुल से राधे को बरसाने से बुलाए रही है। दोनों करो स्वीकार कृपा कर जोगन आरती गाए रही है। दोनों करो स्वीकार कृपा कर जोगन आरती गाए रही है। भोर भये ते साज ढले तक, भोर भये ते साज ढले तक सेवा को नित नेम हमारा। स्नान कराए वो वस्त्र ओढ़ाए वो भोग लगाए वो लागत प्यारा। स्नान कराए वो वस्त्र ओढ़ाए वो भोग लगाए वो लागत प्यारा। कब ते निहारत आपकी ओर, कब ते निहारत आपकी ओर की आप हमारी और निहारो। राधे कृष्ण हमारे धाम को जानी वृंदावन धाम पधारो। राधे कृष्ण हमारे धाम को जानी वृंदावन धाम पधारो। राधे कृष्ण हमारे धाम को जानी वृंदावन धाम पधारो। Now we will do what? Vibhishan Gita, yes. See, the beauty of Harinam is such that explaining Harinam does not remain so beautiful anymore. कई बार लगता है कि just हरि नाम लेते रहे. When we do ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, उसमें क्या होता है? प्रभु, मैं आपके चरणों में प्रणाम करता हूँ. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा, हरि नाम. And then when we do Hare Rama, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. What is it? Harinam. Actually, answers you won't get through pravachans or satsangs or sessions or stories. Answers you'll get in that name itself. Valmiki ko sare naam case, all his answers, all his queries were answered by chanting Bara and then later Ram. Did he ask any queries? Did Narad Muni sit down and give him any discourse? No. He said, "Baith jao," and say Ram Ram Ram. Valmiki at that time, he was Ratnakar. He said, "I can't say Ram Ram Ram. I am so adham and adheen and horrible and vile. So what will you do?" He said, "Oh, the only thing I can do is I can chant the name the other way around. So I'll say Bara 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 Bara." He got all his answers there. When he got all his answers, he got enlightened and awakened from within. We got the Valmiki Ramayana. When Tulsi Baba got enlightened from within, we got the Ramcharitramans. When Ved Vyasji got enlightened from within, we got the Shrimad Bhagwat Mahapuran. Be very careful. It is not the other way around. कि आपने Ramcharitramans पढ़ ली, and if you have ratified it or done the rote learning of it and you're chanting, you will get awakening. Not necessary. But if you immerse in the love and the glory of the Lord and just take a plunge through the words, assuming that these words of Ramcharitramans or Shrimad Bhagwat Mahapuran are the ocean of my divine. My divine is the ocean, and I'm going to take a deep dip. And when you come out of the Shrimad Bhagwat Mahapuran or Ramcharitramans, you'll be so awakened that your music will come out. ऐसा होता है. Everybody who has experienced the bliss of this divine ocean after taking a plunge has come out and sung the glories of the divine Lord in his own way. Therefore, remember, don't get stuck to the path, because as many people, that many paths. You make your own path. ना कैसे चलना अच्छा लगता है वैसे चलो. किसने बना करा है? Create your own path and walk. Awaken and then sing the glories of the Lord in your own very words, in your own very way. And generations to come will read it and say, "Oh my God." And then somebody will have to tell them that, listen, after the awakening the word came out, take a plunge, but after you awaken, your words will come out. In this garden of this world, there are so many colorful flowers, so many different species, so many different things to adore and applaud. Won't it be boring if the Lord said that you can reach me only by this particular path, or this is a particular religion, or this is a particular book that you should follow? Prabhu kabhi aisa nahi bolenge. And today we learn. When we talk about gurus in Vibhishan Gita, we will learn that. Now let's chant the Vibhishan Gita. Please, I would request all of you to learn the Hanuman Chalisa by heart, learn the Hanuman Ashtakam by heart, learn the Vibhishan Gita by heart. See, these are chanting only, especially for the children who are listening to this. These are chantings which you need to learn, right? Memorize them. What's the harm? Take it? And the adults also. Ravanu rathi birath raghubira देखहि विभीषण भयहु अधीर अधिक प्रीति बल भासंदेह बंदी चरण कह सहित सरेहा नाथ नरथ नहीं तन पद त्राणा केहि विधि जीतब वीर बलवाना सुनहु सखा कह कृपा निधारा जहि जय होय सो स्यंदन आना सौरज धीरज तेहि रथ चाका सत्यशील दृढ़ ध्वजा पताका बल विवेक दम परहित घोड़े क्षमा कृपा सब तारजु जोड़े ईशनु भजु ईश भजनु सारथी सुझाना बिरति चरम संतोष कृपाना दान परशु बुद्धि शक्ति प्रचंडा बर ज्ञान कठिन को डंडा अबल अचल मन त्रोण समाना सब जब नियम सीली मुख नाना कवच अभेद विप्र गुरु पूजा एहि सब विजय उपाय न दूजा सखा धर्ममय असरथ जाके जीत न सकह न कथहु रिपुता के महा अजय सदसार रिपु जीति सकै सो वीर जाके असरथ होय दृढ़ सुनहु सखा मति धीर. So beautiful. How many virtues have we learned so far? Let's count them. सौरज धीरज तेहि रथ चाक. सौरज धीरज सत्यशील 4. बल विज्ञान दम 7. क्षमा कृपा समता, so it makes it 10. And then let's see, Ish bhajanu we did last time, so 11. Birati charm, so birati we have done 12. Santosh kripana, santosh we have done, that is 13. And today we will do dana parasu buddhi shakti prachanda. And I think buddhi we have done or not. No, buddhi we have not done. And shakti prachanda पर विज्ञान कथित कोटंडा. ईश भजनु सारथी सुजाना विरित चरम संतोष कृपाना दान परशु बुद्धि शक्ति प्रचंडा बर विज्ञान कठिन कोटंडा. But what we'll do today is we'll do dan and we will do kavach abhed vipra guru seva, because when we have done ishanu bhajan, in the same breath let's do Guru Puja also. Let's understand what Guru Puja is. And then we will move on to the other aspects like Buddhi, Barbigyan, because without a Guru, this knowledge is not attainable. So, what is Dhan? What is that? When the word Dhan comes to our mind, when the word daan comes to our mind, daan, when the word, so what is daan? When we hear the word daan, Shri Karan comes to our mind, right? Kard, Veer, daan, Veer, Kard. कैसे करते थे Kard daan? How would he do his daan? Would he think? Would he assess? Would he analyze? Or he would just give? Karan was known for just giving. Daan Veer Kard. And once the Pandavas and Shri Krishna had a discussion, and Arjun said that you think Kard is a better Danveer than I am? And Shri Krishna said, definitely yes, he is a better Danveer than you are. So Shri Krishna asked, would you like to know why? And Arjun said, definitely I'd like to know why. Why is he a greater Danveer than I am? So Shri Krishna said, see, now today it is raining, right? And there is somebody who is going to go looking for wet for wood, not wet wood, for wood. And so let's ask that person to go and knock at Yudhishthir's door and to knock at Karan's door. And let's see what he does. So this person, when it is raining, okay, it has been raining for days, everything is drenched, there is no dry wood anywhere. So this person goes to Yudhishthir and he knocks and he says, can you please give me some wood? Now Yudhishthir said, there is no dry wood. How can I give you any wood? I've looked all around. He went with him to the jungle. He went with him. He asked people around. And there was no dry wood. Everything had been drenched. So Yudhishthir said, oh, I really can give you something else if you want, but I have no dry wood. What do I do? Where do I get the wood from? So this person said, okay, it's all right. Don't worry. And at the same time, this person was sent to Karan's house. And when he reached Karan's house or palace, he knocked. And he said, can I have some dry wood? I've looked everywhere. There is no dry wood. And I desperately need it because I have to burn it and cook and feed my family. I'll cook over the wood and feed my family. Danveer Kart thought for a moment, only a moment. And he went into his house without saying anything. And he got an axe. He got the axe and he cut down the door and the windows of his palace, and he said, take as much wood as you want, and if there is anybody else who wants wood and they are unable to get wood because it's really needed for you to burn this wood and feed your family, feel free to come back. I have lots of wooden things, lots of wooden doors and windows and items which can be taken away at any time. When Arjun saw this, he stood in awe. So he said, so Arjun is a greater Danveer than Yudhishthir. Krishna said, do you have any doubt? And what about me? Now Krishna said, okay, let's try again. So what he did is, he converted 4 mountains into gold. He converted 4 mountains into gold, and he gave 2 mountains to Arjun, and he went and gave 2 mountains to Karn. He said, Karn, you distribute these 2, and Arjun, you distribute these 2 mountains of gold. So Arjun said, oh yes, I will do it. And Arjun stood and he called everybody. He said, come, I am going to distribute gold. Come and take your share. And he kept breaking or digging into the mountain, and people lined up, and he kept distributing them, the mountain pieces, bit by bit. And it went on for days, when finally Arjun said, oh my God, I'm so tired. I just can't do this anymore. The mountain is not getting over. How long will I distribute for? I wonder what Karn is doing. Shri Krishna said, Karn is in his palace. He's sleeping. It's night. Sleeping? He distributed his share. And Arjun said, has he distributed his share? And Shri Krishna said, yes, long back, the day I gave it to him. You know what he did? Arjun said, what? The minute he got those 2 mountains to distribute, he was walking past and 2 men came. And when these 2 men came, Arjun looked at them and he said, listen, these are the 2 mountains. Please take them and share amongst all those who need. And he walked away. Arjun was awed again. He said, yes, that is such a beautiful way. Do you understand? When we want to do charity, there are certain rules to it. दान के कुछ नियम होते हैं. What are those niyams? You just give without thinking whether it will be used properly or it won't be used properly. You give without anybody knowing who has actually given. And once you have given, you don't bother about it. You don't sit down and say, no, the distribution has to be like this and like that, and people should know who's giving. And when you are giving charity, when you're giving with your right hand, even your left hand should not know. What happens nowadays? Memorials are made, names are put, this is so and so gave this, so and so gave this, and if there are no names put, we'll make sure that we post photos on WhatsApp when we do charity. See, the objective of posting should be very clear. Is your objective of posting showing people that you have done it? Or is your objective of people posting motivating others to do the same thing? Or replying to the people who had contributed, showing them that the things have been put into good use? Because nowadays people have a lot of doubt, right? Over here, Sri Krishna did not have any doubt. He had given and he did not want any clarification post that. And so Karna gave and he also did not want any clarification post that. And he went away. When Arjun understood this concept of charity, he was awed. He could not believe that this also happens. Such was Karna. And Sri Krishna said, now you know why I hold Karna so high in regard. Over here, Ramji also tells us. What does he say? Dan, Parashu. Dan is by axe. Now be very careful. We should never confuse Dan and Dakshina. Never confuse Dan and Dakshina. Dan is given to help somebody, right? Or as charity. Maybe we can say it is some kind of charity. But what is Dakshina? And whom is Dakshina given to? Dakshina is given to a guru. You never give Dan to a guru. You give Dakshina to your teacher. You give Dakshina to a guru. You don't do charity towards a teacher. He has done so much that no amount of what you give can ever be enough. So you show your gratitude. So Dakshina is again a show of gratitude towards your guru for all that he has done and all the knowledge he has showered. And that is again an act of gratitude towards God. When you say, Lord, you have given me so much, now I want to share it further. In both places, no amount of ego should come because you are not giving anything which is yours. Everything is Lord's and you are giving it back to the Lord. One in the form of a guru who has given you not only knowledge but has awakened you, and in the form of people in which you see Lord. Each and every person you see Lord. Don't you? So that is Dan. And Ramji says, Dan is my axe. Dan is my axe. How many types of Dan is there? Various types, right? There are so many types of Dan. You can say there is Dan of money, where you give cash, right? Money Dan. And then the other type of Dan is Dan of food, Anna Dan, then Sabhe Dan, Gyan Dan, Abhay Dan. You can also say Shaba Dan. So Dan is not only giving money, kind, food, things. No. Various kind of charity acts you can be doing. Many a times we feel we are so small. Shanti Dan. We can give Shanti Dan to this world, right? There is so much that can be given. But if you have the intention to give, you'll find a way. Just because one does not have enough money to give, that does not mean that person is not good, or that does not mean that person cannot give. Money is but one very basic form of charity. And most of us feel that if we have given this much sum of money, we have done our bit, right? We have a target, many of us have, okay, this month, this much charity I have to give. This is my brownie point towards God. Is that that? When we teach our children sharing and caring, what do we tell them? You have 2 chocolates, right? Give one to your friend. Don't we say that? Or if you have a bar of chocolate, give half to your friend. Share. Many times, what do we make the child do? Suppose he has a bar with 18 blocks of chocolates in it, okay? 18 blocks, like the Cadbury bar or Lindt bar or any bar. We'll say share it. And what do we make the child do? He will break each and every, one by one, he'll distribute all 17 and he will eat the last 18th bite. That is sharing. Is there anything which we have not taught our children, or we do not do when it comes to chocolates, or we do not say when sharing is caring? Share. You have 2 sandwiches, give one. Why not? Right? But what happens when it comes to our turn? What happens? The definition of charity changes, right? The responsibilities come in, accountability come in, where it is going, where it is not going comes in. How much to give, how much not to give comes in. We are already giving there, we cannot give here comes in. Yeah? Why? Especially when God has been so kind to us. What stops us? Yeah? Calculate. A bar of 18 pieces. The child was asked to give everything and eat one. If he has 1 bar, he is asked to give half, right? And eat half. If he has 2 chocolates, he is asked to share one and eat one. What do we do? हम क्या करते हैं? Ask yourself this question. हम क्या करते हैं? See, rest assured, ये जो लक्ष्मी होती है ना, लक्ष्मी बहुत चंचल होती है. Lakshmi does not stay in one place for too long. And when you have her, use her in the right way. You never know where she came from, where she will go, when she came, when she go. Can you predict? And history is witness of all this. We have seen many a great kingdoms falling, many of the richest people becoming paupers, and many of the beggars becoming the richest people. What happened? Did they do something? नहीं, हो गया. सब आया है जी. So if you think you have earned wealth, I'm sorry to tell you, yes, you've worked hard. Many people work hard. Why is it that you have the money and the others don't? Many people work harder, longer hours. If that was the criteria, that person should have been richer than us. And if that was the criteria, the richest person should have been slogging it out 24 times 7. But that is not the criteria. So then what is the criteria? There is no criteria. See, for spirituality, you have to understand. Beyond a point, please keep your brains aside. Yes, leave your brains and come. This mind, this mati, you can call it intellect and focused mind, and you can give it 1001 names. Kindly keep it aside. Because beyond this intellect, beyond this mind, beyond your buddhi, is the right understanding. Beyond your arguments, beyond your disagreements, beyond your discussions, Prabhu exists. To experience Him, you have to have faith. You cannot experience Him and then have faith. And with this limited mind, buddhi, intellect, whatever instrument you call it, Prabhu cannot be understood. So if something cannot be understood, what do? You just love Him. Right? So analyzing Prabhu's Maya, that is Lakshmi, why she came, why she did not come, why she came to me and not to you, and why she came to you and not to me as much, there is no answer. When she'll come, when she'll go, you will never know. Why she came, why she went, you would not know. How she came, how she went, you would not know. So what is the best way of being in the situation, let's put it like that. The best way of being in the situation is by making the best use of Mahalakshmi when she is with you. And the best use of Mahalakshmi is by giving daan. Give daan. Do as much charity as possible. Many people hold back thinking kal kaam aayega. Arey, let me tell you one thing very clearly. If it is written, no matter how much you give, your lockers will always be full. But if it is not written, no matter how much you save, the day your locker or the day your savings are supposed to become zero, it will happen. सीधी सी बात है, सरल सी बात है. Whether you like it or not, this is the fact. Knowing this, how should you act is your decision. See, nobody can force you. Raja Harishchand, right? What kind of a Danveer was he? It came to his dream that he had promised to give. And hence, when he woke up, he made sure he fulfilled his words at the expense of getting his wife and his children on the streets. Raja Harishchand. We've known many like this. Danveer Kand, not only in good times, at the battlefield when he needed his kavach, when he needed his kundal, when somebody asked, he gave it away. Why don't we look up such people? Guru Nanak, his father gave him some money to start a venture, and he went, and what did he see? He saw some hungry people, and he gave away all his belonging and whatever money he had. Came back, his father slapped him. बोले ये सौदा करके आए हो, this is the vyapar you have done, this is business for you. He said, this is the best sauda I've ever done in my life. This is the best sauda I've ever done in my life. माथा टिकता है ना, टेकते हैं नहीं टेकते माथा? गुरुद्वारे पे जाके हम माथा टेकते हैं, राम के आगे हम माथा टेकते हैं. We bow down, don't we? Kard ka naam sunte hi, whenever we listen to the name of Kard, our head goes down in reverence and respect. But why do we want our head only to go down in reverence and respect? We know that is the right way, but we cannot follow it. Why? We have to manav hai. Because we have demeaned our own name. Humans are a demeaned race, we say. We are just humans. No, we are humans. What is human? मानव, मानवता. जिसमें मानवता है वो मानव है. और मानवता क्या होती है? What is humanity? The one who has humanity is a human. What is humanity? Humanity is when you cannot take somebody's pain. You cannot take anybody's pain. If you have, you give. How can you keep? Knowing that today if I keep, somebody is going to die because I did not give. When this thought makes room in somebody's mind, right? Okay, this every bit that I put in my bag is causing somebody else to die. And it's sucking me deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper into this bhavsagar. I will never get free of this mundane existence ever if I exist like this. That is when a Buddha leaves his kingdom. A Meera leaves her palace. Most of these sages, if you look at them, they were not beggars to start with. What? They were rich. They had all that they needed. Go read the history of any of the sages. Any of these great personalities. But they realized that this is not what my birth is for. My birth is not for hoarding. My birth is not for taking. My birth is not for storing. By birth is to give. By birth is to give. Trees do not eat their fruits, and pods do not drink their water. Do they? Suppose the pod decided and said, no, 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 no. What if there is a drought? So I'm not going to share my water with you. Don't you dare touch my water, because I'm storing it for bad days, What will you do? Kya karoge? And suppose the tree says, no, 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 don't you dare touch my fruits. No, not the potatoes, not the carrots, not the cabbage. Dare touch the rice. Why? Because I'm storing it for myself. If there is a drought, what will I do? It's ridiculous, isn't it? It is as ridiculous as it comes to us. If it is ridiculous if a tree does it, and if it is ridiculous if a pod does it, it is equally ridiculous if we do it. It is equally ridiculous. See, we are but a sum total, a part of nature only. We are also nature. And we have to exist in harmony with the nature. When we don't exist in harmony and our greed and wants take over, what we see around us is what happens. अभी भी नहीं सीखोगे क्या? कब सीखोगे फिर? प्रभु सिखाएगा. He never gives up on us, The Lord and our teachers, they never give up on us. They keep teaching and testing and teaching and testing. The duties go on till we learn. So it's okay. अभी नहीं सीखेंगे तो बाद में सीखेंगे. सीखना तो पड़ेगा ही. इस जन्म में नहीं सीखेंगे तो अगले जन्म में सीखेंगे. अगले जन्म में नहीं सीखेंगे 100 जन्म बाद सीखेंगे. Ultimately, we have to learn. This lesson has to be learned. Some learn it willingly, some learn it unwillingly. Some walk gladly towards it, some are pushed towards it. It is our choice what we want to do. It's our choice. And we should remember that living is meaningful till one is able to give to others. A life without charity is useless and hence not justified at all. Think about it. So that is daan when it comes to money, cash, kind things. Suppose we say, is that the only way to give? No, that is not the only way to give. Material giving is important, but there are greater gifts that can be given. That does not mean that you say, okay, fine, so I'll give other gifts and I'm going to hoard. It does not work like that. See, these are commonsensical things and they need not be explained in detail. We all know what is right and what is wrong. We make a choice of what we want to do and what we don't want to do. And we cannot be so naive and say, oh my God, मुझे तो समझ ही नहीं आया था. जब एक बच्चे को समझ आता है कि बांट के खाना चाहिए, हमें समझ नहीं आता. When a child understands that he should share and eat, don't we understand it? It is logical, it is commonsensical, and it does not need any delving into. So now, the second form is Annadan. In fact, in the Bible they say, I should not say I love to eat, but says, gluttony is sin. And such way I sin every day because of the love of food. Kab khatam hogi ye khane ki aadat. Every bite that you take in your mouth, which you do not need, is sinning. My goodness. And अन्नदान को सबसे महान दान कहा जाता है. When you feed somebody, that is the biggest form of charity. अन्नदान, महादान. And we have to keep that in mind. We have to watch where we are spending. We go to a 5-star hotel and they literally serve us trash, okay? Their curries and all are frozen and whatever we eat, and we pay how much? We pay so much for it. And that amount which we have spent in a 5-star hotel, which we think we should go to once a month, can feed an entire family for a month. Socho to sahi. Food is a utility. It is not a statement of your lifestyle. रूखा सूखा खाई के ठंडा पानी पी, देख पर आई चौपड़ी क्यों ललचाए जी। रूखा सूखा खाओ, ठंडा पानी पियो. Be grateful to what God has given. We talked about contentment in the last session. Have simple food and share that food with everybody. We have made everything a fashion statement, right? What we wear is a fashion statement. We can cover our bodies nicely with a simple suti ka kapda also. But no, the brand on it determines the pay, the cost of that cloth, right? For all you know, the quality could be worse. But the brand hai na. Where you eat determines the quality of the food according to you. For all you know, the food could be stale and being served and not half as tasty as the street food. खैर अब तो नहीं खा सकते street food, but still. Or home food. But कहाँ गए थे? हाँ, where did you go to eat? Have breakfast? Oh, we went to so and so place. Oh, it's so nice. Utility. Food is a utility item. We have made it a fashion statement. You have made it a lifestyle statement. क्या कर सकते हैं? Now समय दान करो. One thing that is the most precious for us, more than money, more than food, more than anything else that we possess, is our time. And actually, to be very honest, we are the most insensitive and most ruthless with our time only, because we spend it here and there without thinking. हम सोचते भी नहीं है. Every minute that goes will never come back. And did you know that you cannot add to it and you cannot reduce from it? Money is lost can be got back, right? But time, if time is lost, it's never going to come back. We all have that many breaths. When that is over, khatam, gone, time is up. You will have to give up your body. But are we so alert? We say, okay, this is 24 hours. And now today morning, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to make the most of these 24 hours. Do we do that? No. Or at night, before sleeping, we write down all that we did in our 24 hours. Do we do that? No. But when it comes to money, hisab, financial statement, bank balance, where do we invest it? Where do we not invest it? How do we use it? Puri zindagi, we spend in managing that damn money and wasting our life breath. Money is not as precious as your time. Be very stingy with your time. And that person who knows, okay, now the samedan is not for those people who just, flaunt around their time here and there. कि भी हाँ आज 1-2 घंटा कॉफी में बैठ गए 2 घंटा, उनके पास तो बहुत समय है. They don't even value. Samedan is for those people who know that this life, this breath is very, very precious. And they know that it has to be used properly, and they still share it for the upliftment of others. Samedan. When somebody is hurt, you share their pain. When somebody needs a helping hand, you go and help them. When somebody needs an ear to hear, you listen to them. When somebody needs to be taken care of, you go yourself and serve them. See, you use your 2 hands, you use your eyes, your mouth to help other people in need. You give them your time. And that is the ultimate gift, when you give other people your time. Because you are giving away something so precious that is never, ever, ever going to come back to you. You are giving away time to those people from your human birth. And what is this human birth for? Hari Prapti. The human birth is for self-realization. So you're giving away your time to those from your sadhana. क्या महान दान है? समय दान. ऐसा नहीं कि भैया टाइम ही नहीं कट रहा. What do we do? I don't know how to spend my time. There's so much of time. Time pass ही नहीं हो रहा. When people say time pass hi nahi ho raha hai, I feel what? You just want to pass your time? You want to pass and float away through this birth like this? Cheto, jago, awaken up to. Look at yourself and say, okay, how old are you? I'm 42. Ask yourselves how old are you? And then say how much more breath do I have left, assuming that you can calculate. And what am I doing with it? Sabedan. And then Gyadan. Gyadan. The gift of true knowledge is the biggest form of Dan. Gyan Dan karo. Really. If you have something that is making your life better, share it. That is Dan. That is the biggest Dan. If you find out of something that is making you happy, give it. If you find that by doing this, their life will become better, share it. Even teaching, giving knowledge is a great Dan. Giving talent, giving knowledge, teaching other people. Gyan Dan. But that ultimate Gyan, which a guru gives, is what? The divine knowledge. That Dan is Mahadan. It is beyond the Dan of money. It is beyond the Dan of food. It is beyond the Dan of Samay. That is Dan which awakens and enlightens you, which turns you towards the Lord, which turns you towards yourself. It makes you a Vijnani. Vijnani is the knower of the self. That is Mahadan. And then, what is the other? Abhedan. See, all of us can give Abhedan. How? Pick up the phone and tell somebody, if anything wrong happens, I am there for you. Don't worry. आपने अभेदान दिया. Fearlessness. Consciously give Abhedan. When you see somebody is sleeping, for instance, an animal is sleeping, don't startle that animal. Don't startle the birds. You instill fear in them. No. Slightly walk away. आपने अभेदान दिया. Fearlessness. When you go to a needy person and say, don't worry, take this. And whenever you need help again, I am there. आपने अभेदान दिया. Fearlessness. And this, I feel, is the most beautiful form of Dan also. Where you tell, by your actions, by your words, by your deeds, you show, I am there for you, no matter what. Not empty words, huh? The person can feel it. See, if your words are empty, it is very easy for the other person to gauge. That is Abheda. बड़ा भया तो क्या भया, जैसे पेड़ खजूर, पत्ती को छाया नहीं, फल लागे अति दूर. आप बड़े बड़े बंगले में रह रहे हैं, बड़ी बड़ी गाड़ियां ड्राइव कर रहे हैं, you have a big bungalow and so many cars. What use are you if you cannot serve anybody in need? बड़ा भया तो क्या भया, जैसे पेड़ खजूर. When you look at that khajur, right, it is so tall and so high and its fruits are so far that a person who is passing by does not get shade if he sits under it, nor can he reach out and get the fruits. What's the point then? So don't be like a date palm tree. Tall, where the fruits are far away, where you don't give any shade to anybody. Your being tall and big is futile and useless. So they say, right? बड़ा भया तो क्या भया, जैसे पेड़ खजूर, पंक्ति को छाया नहीं, फल लागे अति दूर. Don't be like that. And how do you give charity? When you're giving any form of charity, be it daan, ad-daan, samay-daan, gyan-daan, abhay-daan, how will you do it? Yes, you'll say, when I'm giving from my right hand, my left hand should not know. But fine, nobody knows. How do you feel inside about it matters. See, when you're giving daan, How you have earned your money also comes in play, okay? If your money is not purely earned and you have tortured other people, or you have condemned other people, or you harmed other people while earning it, that money is not pure, that money is not fit for that. Suppose you have money which is fit for that and you are giving, how should you give? If you are giving, you should give like Rahim Baba. I've mentioned his name 100 times because this is my favorite. The way he gives is blissful. When he used to give, his eyes would go down and people would think that he is embarrassed of giving. Okay? People can think, people have their minds, they have their rights, they can think, jo sochna hai soch sakte hain, right? But Kabir ji did not like it when people were thinking bad about Rahim Baba. So Kabir wrote to Rahim Baba saying, ऐसी देनी देन जो ना चित सीखा हुसैन, जो जो कर ऊंचा करे त्यों त्यों नीचे नैन. ऐसी देनी देन जो चित सीखे हुसैन, जो जो कर ऊंचो करे त्यों त्यों नीचे नैन. Right? He said कि ऐसा क्या देते हो आप? What is the point of giving like this? कि when you are giving, when you put your hands forward to give, your eyes go down. That means you feel so embarrassed and probably you don't like giving. And this is the word around. So now one great person understands in other words. So Rahim Baba replies, देनहार कोई और है भेजत जो दिन रैन, लोग भ्रमो पर करे तासो नीचे नैन. देनहार कोई और है. The giver is somebody else. Whatever we have is a gift of God. He has given us. When He wants, He is free to take it away also. Who are we to question? So He has been graceful and He has given. So देनहार कोई और है, देवत है दिन रैन, लोग भ्रमो पर करे तासो नीचे नैन. But people think that I am giving, when this all that I possess, that all that I hold, that all that I have is not even mine, and people think that I am giving, I feel embarrassed. That is why when my hands go up to give, my eyes come down in embarrassment, because people think that I am giving, but I am not the giver is the Lord. सब कुछ तो उसी का है. When He gives, we don't question Him. When He takes away, we question Him. Neither can we question Him when He gives, nor can we question Him when He takes it away. And there is a beautiful story about a very good player who had cancer. And when people asked him, do you feel bad? Do you ask God, why did you do this to me? He makes a list of all the things he got. If I can get hold of it, I'll forward it to all of you. He makes a list of all the things he got. And he said, when God gave me so much, I never questioned Him. Now that He has given me cancer, who am I to question Him? Teri leela tu hi jaane. All your wish, my Lord, no questions, no gila, no shikwa. Whatever you say, I will follow. Teri raza mein hum razi. Your will is by command, my Lord. This is daan. And then, what is the best form of daan? The best form of daan is when you give like Rahim Baba. When you remember that you are not the doer. When you remember that you are not giving something that is yours. When you remember that you are not supposed to have more than you need. That is the best form of daan. And it is like an axe. And when you have daan by your side, the weapon of daan by your side, can anybody defeat you? Nobody can. That is what Sri Ram is saying. Daan parsu. कोई मुझे नहीं हरा सकता. And why are we talking about Guru today? Guru comes a little later, right? When he's talking about the kavach. But I'm bringing in Guru today because all this that we do, all this awakening happens because of a Guru. And he is like a kavach. What is a kavach? An armor that we wear. When we go for a battle, there is a firm armor which the body is covered with. So because even if somebody hits you and reaches you, it won't pierce your body. Guru is that armor. Guru is that armor. And this Guru comes in many, very, very different forms and shapes. And I'm sure we would not be able to complete all that we want to talk about the Guru in this session, because it is pretty long, so we'll pull it over to the next session, but we'll start it today. What is a Guru? Guru over here, Ramji says, Guru is my armor. All that I'm holding, all that I'm doing, when the Lord is my charioteer, Ishanu Bhajan, Sarati Sujana. Ishanu Bhajan. See, Bhajan is not going around singing or dancing or nahi. That is also bhajan, nothing wrong in it. Bhaj means rever. When you have reverence towards somebody, that is bhaj. When you respect, you truly surrender, you truly bow down. So Ishanu Bhajan, by reverence, by trust, by faith, I've truly surrendered, is my charioteer. My total surrender to Lord, my total respect, my total faith, my total reverence towards Lord is my Sarathi. And Guru, Vipra Guru Seva is my Kavach. Vipra Guru Seva is my Kavach, is my armor. And Gurus, who is a Guru? Who will you define as a Guru? What is the characteristic of a Guru? What is a Guru? A Guru is the one who awakens you. Awakens you to what? Awakens you to the real you. Who awakens you to the real power within you. Who awakens you to what you are. Who awakens you to your Satchit Anand Swaroop. He awakens you to your divinity. He awakens you to the divine. हम सब सो रहे हैं. Burari Bapu says them. Who is a Guru? And he gives this beautiful story. He says, everybody was awake, right? And when the night came at around 9:30 or so, everybody, there were 100 people, 99 of them fell asleep. 99 of them fell asleep, but there was this one who was still awake. There was this one who was still awake. And this one knew that 99 people are sleeping. Right? That one knew that 99 people are sleeping. And he was awake. But the 99 people who were sleeping did not know that that one was awake. Right? And then suddenly, at around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, one person got up. And when he got up, he woke up. He realized that 98 people are sleeping, but this one is awake. And only when he awoke, he realized that this one is awake. But we have to be very careful. An awakened individual can fall asleep again. And he would not get up even after the others have woken up. हो सकता है ना? Suppose you got up at 3 and you could not sleep for 2-3 hours and you slept again at 6. You might not get up before 12, but the others who slept at 9:30 might wake up at 6. So be very careful. Once you are awakened, don't sleep. Don't sleep. So who is a Guru? When 99 are sleeping, the one who does not sleep is a Guru. That one who is awakened, who is not sleeping in the slumber of delusion and maya. He can see everybody sleep, but he is not sleeping. He is awakened. And how does a Guru teach? How does a Guru teach? Various Gurus have various ways of teaching. Some Gurus will teach with words, some Gurus will teach without words. Some gurus are pratyaksh, they will come and sit in the physical form and give you knowledge. Some gurus are adrishya, you do not know. They will just shower their grace on you and you will speak knowledge. So we'll talk about a lot of gurus in the next session starting today. For today, let's talk about Shankaracharya ji. Shankaracharya ji was a guru, right? And he had a disciple. Now this disciple was a dimwit. Really, itna acha to nahi tha, but he was a very good-hearted person. He loved his guru and he served his guru. Wherever the guru would go, he would go. When the guru would wake up, he'd take care of the guru. And he would go to various other disciples who were writing books, who were talking, and he'll say, my God, you're doing such a good thing. I don't even remember what the guru talks in the class, Can you please help me? And then the disciple will say, no, I'm busy right now. You go and talk to him. Then he'll go and talk to another person. He'll say, listen, I will forget the verses. He'll say, you have already written those verses. Do you keep writing those verses again and again? And then the person learned, this smart disciple looked at the dimwit. He said, no, I keep making new verses and writing. Please don't disturb me. And then suddenly he would go to a person who's sitting in meditation, deep in meditation. And he'll say, okay, nobody has time to talk to me. But could you talk to me? And I know I won't disturb you because you're sitting in meditation. As it is, you do not know what is happening around. You're so connected to Lord. You're so divine. I do not know when I'll become like you. I do not know when I'll become like the other disciples. I do not know how I will be able to take forward the knowledge that has been given by my guru. I am such a dimwit. What will I do? But the one characteristic that he had was he served his guru and he was very, very saral. So one day he went and to take a bath and do his Sandhya Vandana in the river Ganga, and he got a little late because he got lost in his thoughts. So he was washing the clothes and he was thinking, I don't understand anything that is being said. How will I be able to take this knowledge forward that my guru has so painstakingly taught me? I am of no use to my guru. What will I do? Oh my Guru, please give me knowledge so that I can serve you better, my Lord. I can serve the people around by spreading your knowledge. Oh my God, please, oh my Guru, can I not get knowledge? While he was pleading at the bank, there was a class happening and Guruji, Shankaracharya ji looked around and he said, where is that dimwit disciple? He said, oh, he has gone to the river. I think he got late. We can proceed with the session. Then Guruji said, no, I will wait for him to come. I will not start the session before he comes. Then the students got a little agitated and the disciple said, as it is, whatever you teach in the session, he does not understand. He does not understand anything that is being taught. Why wait for him? Teaching him is like talking to a wall. There is no point, Guruji. Don't waste your time. Please teach us. Leave it. Leave him. And the Guru felt very hurt. And when the Guru felt so hurt, he closed his eyes. And he could connect to what he was saying. He said, Guru, give me knowledge. He was at the back of the river. He kept saying, give me knowledge, give me knowledge, give me knowledge. And Guru said, sitting in the ashram, he said, Gyan lo, take knowledge, take buddhi, take this. And suddenly, he heard the voice of his Guru. He got up and he ran to the ashram. With speed of light, he ran to the ashram. He opened the door of the ashram and he looked at his Guru. And when he looked at his Guru, he started singing the most difficult verses. And because of the verses he was singing, he was known as Totakacharya. Suddenly, that Gyan started flowing from within. He did not know where it came from. It was just Guru Kripa. Because he had faith in his Guru. He served his Guru. He was saral by nature. And the Lord and Guru just gave him the wisdom. Don't be mistaken here. Wisdom does not come by see, you can get knowledge. You can learn. You can become a parent. You cannot get wisdom by reading. You cannot get awakened by reading. That happens by kripa. If anybody is mistaken that just by doing this I'll get awakened, nahi. That is kripa. When you become eligible, suddenly it will flow through you. It is not your knowledge that flows through you. It is that universe's divine knowledge that flows through you. And that is what happened, and he became Totakacharya. Shankaracharya just gave that wisdom. It was just transmitted like that. That divine knowledge flows like this. Potha pad pad jagbuha, pandit bhaya na koi. Dhai aakhar prem ke, pade so pandit hoi. Socho. This is wisdom. This is knowledge. This is what a guru can do. Basically, in our Shastra, in our Sharata Dharma, the star or the stature or the position given to a guru is very high. And guru is who? Guru is not a mere teacher of material knowledge. Guru awakens you to that divine knowledge. Guru makes you a Vijnani, the knower of the self. Guru is equal to the awakener. We are all sleeping. We are all in deep slumber right now. He can awaken us. And all gurus are different. All gurus work in different ways. So you cannot say that this guru is good or that guru is bad, or I prefer this guru or I dislike that guru. Don't make the mistake of doing that. Never make the mistake of judging any sadhu, any saint. You would never do. पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि वो लोग क्या बोल के क्या चले जाएंगे. And then later, in retrospect, you will feel guilty. You were judged. This I speak from a personal experience. And I've shared it with all of you once. Before, many, many years back, I think, around 8-9 years back, we went to Vrindavan and we stayed in an ashram. And in that ashram, it was Akhandanandji's ashram, yes. In Akhandanandji's ashram, there was this guru, the head of that ashram at that time. And he was a very clumsy looking person, if I may say, okay. He would sit, he would talk, and most of his time, he would take a stick and run after the monkeys to chase them. Once that thought came to me, to be very honest, where Akhandanandji was running the ashram, and now look at what kind of people are running the ashram, who are the head of the ashram. Such a horrible thought that came to my mind, I still repent. And this, again, due to courtesy, was sitting with him, and he suddenly got up. He said, see to everybody. This pair, when me and my husband were sitting, this pair is very, very rare. This pair is not a normal pair. This pair is not found. This Nar and Narayan, Nari and Narayan, will walk the path together. ऐसा जोड़ा नहीं मिलता. Okay. And he got up. He jumped out of his chair. I thought again to run after the monkeys. No, this time he said, come. He took us to a small library, the bookstore. And he started pulling out a lot of books from the bookstore. Ek ke baad ek. And he started giving it to me, and he said, ye bhi padha, wo bhi padha, ye bhi padha. Read this, read that, read this. And my husband had to stop and said, listen, she's not very proficient with Hindi. At that time I was not. Abhi bhi are getting better. So she's not very good with Hindi. Don't give her the books in Hindi, such thick Katopnishad and all that. Don't give it to her in Hindi. Why don't you give her books in English? She'll be able to read them better. And when intervened like this, or when suggested, he looked at my husband and said, "Tum chinta mat karo. Ye padhegi." He said, "You don't worry. She will read." And he looked at me and said, "Read, and please write a letter to me when you read." Padna or chitti likhna. That was when 8-9 years back. Neither was I on the spiritual path so much, nor did I ever read the original scriptures, and the books he gave me were lying in a corner for a lot of years. Till some 4-5 years back, the universe conspired and I aspired, and the original Ramayana came to my hand. And then came the original Gita, then came the original Bhagavad, and I started reading. I read and I read and I read. And years have gone by, the reading never stopped. Don't judge a guru. You do not know his power. He looked very normal to me. So much so that such judgmental words came out of my mouth. And look, how he was a Trikaldarshi. He could see the future. He could see who we were when we were not even that. He could see what we'll be doing. He knew that I would read. Don't judge a guru. We are doing it a lot nowadays. My guru is better, your guru is not good, that guru is this, and we go crazy about following one guru only. No, I only follow this guru. You know, the irony is, guru is an arbor. Okay? Guru is an arbor. He protects you so that you don't sway. Guru is not the goal. In a war, the guru is there as your protector. He is going to awaken you so that what? So that you reach the divine and the divine within yourself, not so that you get lost in the guru. That is what is happening nowadays. Achhe mat ban gaye. There are so many groups. One person says, no, I follow only this guru. I listen to only that guru. Arey bhai, who is stopping you? Wherever you hear the Harinam, just go and sit. How does it matter what face your guru has, or what butt does he belong to, or what clothes does he wear, or how he talks? He is taking the Harinam. Anybody who is taking the Harinam can be your guru. Go and sit and listen. Ye Hanumanji hai na? Today Shiven said, why have you put 2 asanas for Hanumanji? He normally sits on the sofa, right? I said, no. Nowadays, since the lockdown has happened, he sits on the sofa also, and he comes and sits in front of me also. He is the Vakta also, and he is the Shota also. And he says, yes. So he has multiple bodies. I said, yes, he has a Vardhan of multiple bodies. We'll talk about what kind of a guru Hanumanji is. So humble, so down to earth. ऊपर बैठा हो तो ऊपर बैठ जाते, नीचे बैठा हो तो आके नीचे बैठ जाते. वैसे होते हैं गुरु. And why do we disciples become so rigid? Gurus will never stop you from listening to anybody. They will say, a true guru will say, whatever awakens you is your path. And wherever the Harinam is being chanted, go and sit. This was the Vardhan given by Sita Mara when Ramji was going. Hanumanji started crying. He said, I will also come to Vaikuntha. Without Ram, I can't stay over here. And he started complaining to Sita Ma, and Ramji came. He said, what is wrong? Why is Hanuman crying and complaining? Sita Ma says that he does not want to stay here. He wants to go with us to Vaikuntha. Ramji said, no, you have to stay here. You have to take care of all the devotees. You have to take care of the earth. You have to be there. Are Hanuman, till Ram Naam is there on earth, you have to be there. Hanuman ji abhi bhi hai, right? So he said, theek hai. If you want me to be there, you don't want me to go with you, then you have to give me a boon. Ramji said, I can give you anything. Ask. He said, give me the boon that wherever Ram Naam is being chanted, wherever Hari Naam is being chanted, wherever Ish Naam, Ishnu Katha is happening, Ishnu Bhajan is happening, I should go and sit over there. Ramji said, how can I give you that? Sita Ma said, what is your problem? Please. Hanuman never asks for anything. Itti si baat maangi hai. De do na Prabhu, de do. Give it to him, give it to him. Ramji said, Sita, you do not understand what is asking. He is asking for multiple bodies. Wherever somebody utters the name Ram, he will go there and sit. Wherever there are kathas happening, he'll go there and sit. He wants to have multiple bodies. So Sita Ma said, what is wrong in this? Please give that to my son. Give him the boon of multiple bodies, multiple sharir, unginat sharir. प्रभु जहाँ जहाँ पे राम नाम की चर्चा होगी, राम नाम का भजन होगा, जहाँ जहाँ पे प्रभु की कथा होगी, वहां हनुमान आके विराजेंगे, वहां हनुमान आके बैठते हैं. This is Hanuman. He is also a guru. Dabra, humble, all knowing. इनको क्या नहीं पता, और ये आके कथा सुनते हैं. और हम लोग, the people like you and me, we know a lot. क्या कि we decide which Hari Ram katha we want to listen to and which not to listen to, which guru is greater and which guru is smaller. अरे इन बजरंगी को देखो, हनुमान जी जहां प्रभु नाम की कथा होती है वहां आके बैठ जाते हैं. He does not judge. He does not say which guru is bigger or which guru is smaller. What kind of people are we to judge? Don't look at the guru. Look at the name that is being uttered. हनुमान देखते नहीं है कि कौन राम नाम ले रहा है. हनुमान says राम नाम लिया जा रहा है. That's it. Full stop. राम नाम की लूट है, लूट सके तो लूट, अंतकाल पछताएगा जब प्राण जाएंगे छूट. राम नाम की लूट है, लूट सके तो लूट, अंतकाल पछताएगा जब प्राण जाएंगे छूट. जहां पे भी प्रभु नाम की चर्चा हो रही हो, whichever guru he might be, whoever he might be, go and sit down. There have been kings. There was a king, they say, and he was very restless. He was not happy. And somebody said that there is this person who sits under the cart and he makes some pots and pans, but wherever he sits is very dusty. But he is a great Jnani. Okay? He's a great Jnani king. If you want to know about Anand, not mere momentary joys, okay? If you want to know about Anand, you can make him your guru and learn from him. The king was very nice. He said, okay, I will learn from him. He went. He went dressed up in his jewels, with his crown and everything. He got all his ministers and armies, because a king never goes alone, right? And he marched and reached the place. And this person with a small little dhoti, full dusty, making his pots and pans, is sitting under a chariot. Just to cover him, because he had nothing. So the king says, I have come, I am the king of so and so place. I want you to give me the knowledge of Anand. Give me that divine knowledge of bliss. The potter looked up. He said, I'm very busy. I don't care who you are. I am not going to give you knowledge right now. Come some other time. Again, the king came like this. The potter made him stand in the corner. And he went on with his work. The work never got over. The king went back. And the king started thinking, what am I doing wrong? This time, the king did not take his army, did not take his chariot, did not take any money, but he dressed up like the way he was used to, dressing up with jewelry and all. And he came and he said, I am the king. I have come alone. Please give me knowledge. He said, okay, you stand in a corner. Once I finish my work, I'll give you knowledge. The king stood. Again, a lot of time went by. He did not entertain the king. The king went back. He said, I'm doing something very wrong. That is why this man is not entertaining me at all. He is not taking me as his disciple. He is not giving me the gyan. What do I do? And this king had a very good minister. He said, Prabhu, you are going too full of yourself. I am so and so. I am the king. I know this. I know that. I have read this. I have not read that. Empty yourself and go, Prabhu. Empty yourself and go. This time, the king removed all the baggage that he had in him. All the jewelry, this, that, chobi. He took normal clothes just to cover his body. Wore slippers. Walked there to where the potter was sitting under the cart and making his pottery. And sat down on the floor quietly. He did not say, tell me. He did not say, teach me. He did not say, I am so and so and I have come here. Nothing at all. He just sat down on the sandy, dusty floor quietly. Sat down. He sat down quietly, and the spotter did not even give any attention to him. He went on with his work. One day went by, the king did not march. He was sitting, he slept there on the floor. Next day again, on the third day, the potter looked at him and he said, Aja. Oh, king, huh? Aja, aja. Now you are fit enough for what I want to share with you. Aja, bet. The king ran, sat down in front of him with joined hands, because that king had emptied his ego of being something. When somebody is already full, how can anything else be poured into it? And a guru does not come in a particular specification. Now the potter sitting under the cart making pottery was the greatest jnani. Is always blissful and full of anand. And this king took grace and knowledge from him. Our Shastras, our Itihas is full of such gurus and is full of such people, divine in their nature, divine in their knowledge. Don't forget our Shastra. The sooner we understand what our scriptures are trying to tell us, the better our life will become. Don't wait for a tomorrow when you're 60, 70. There will never be a right time. There will never be enough time. Everybody has 56 things to do, 100 things to do. But that one thing which is the core of our existence, we do not want to do. Why? And this king sat down, he left everything and sat down. Why? Because he wanted to know the source of true bliss, true anand. And do you know, in the process of the wait to hear what was being said by the potter, the king has already walked towards anand. Because where the ego and I ends, anand begins. Such a divine guru. His way of teaching was different. But he taught the greatest lesson to the king. So that is why the armor of a guru is very important. Don't judge gurus. Don't say this guru. Don't bid gurus. Don't compare gurus. Don't analyze and don't have a conditioned notion of who can be a guru. Just like my Hanuman over here. Wherever there is Hari Naam, Matha teko and baith jao. In Lanka card there is, right, when Vibhishan meets Hanumanji, he says, Sant se hoye na karaj hani. When you're sitting with somebody who is taking the Lord's name, there won't be any loss. If only there will be gain. Hari Naam Sumirna. Sumiran karo, Sumiran karo. Listen, 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 listen. Drink the nectar of Hari Naam through your ears. And that person, that guru, that Hari Naam, make it your kavach. We'll continue. We'll continue on the Guru Mahima in the next session. For as of now, we will close it here because the time is up. We have already closed the time. Do we have time for the bhajan? We'll sing a bit of the bhajan and then we'll close it. We'll continue the same bhajan in the next session. Right? What is the bhajan? Where is the bhajan? Yeah. It's a beautiful bhajan. And this bhajan speaks of the importance of gurus. What a guru can do. We're going to sing a bit of it and we'll sing the rest in the next session. Yab di yab sai yab aap kiya pudi tyag vairag athak layo vanvas liyo mukh bod rayo dhrad asan padma lagaye diyo yab di yab sai yab आप कियो पुनि त्याग वैराग अथाक लयो वनवास लियो मुख मौन रहो दृढ़ आसन पद्म लगाए दियो. The first paragraph is saying yam niyam sanyam aap kiyo. He did a lot of yam niyam sanyam. We are going to read about what yam niyam sanyam is in Vibhishan Gita. And he said, I did all the niyams and the sanyams on my own. I did not stop. Then, puni tyaga viraga athak kiyo. Birth after birth after birth, I did tyag. And I became a vairagi. Koi rag nahi tha. There was no attachment towards anything. And tyag matlab everything. Tapas tyag. Itna kara, sab chhod diya. मन पौन निरोध नहीं वनवास लियो मुख मौन रहो. वनवास, he went to the jungles. वनवास ले लिया, मुंह से बोलना छोड़ दिया. प्रभु, it came so much from within that this is all I did. Birth, not one birth, birth after birth. This kind of a tapasya. दृढ़ आसन पद में लगाए दिया. एक पद्म आसन में लगा के बैठ गए, हिलेंगे नहीं जब तक प्रभु नहीं मिलेगा. So what did he do? Yam niyam sanyam aap kiyo puni tyag vairag athak layo vanvas liyo mukh maun rayo dhrad asan padma lagaye diyo. He's saying, I did all these things. And he goes on to say, but still I did not realize anything. I still did not realize anything. What was missing? What was missing? What was missing? That is what this bhajan is all about. We'll keep singing this till we are doing Guru Mahima. Right? Let's close the session for today. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Ram Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman Ki. Ram Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman Ki. Ram Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman Ki. Bolo Bajrang Bali Ki Jai. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman. Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे